What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Day number 115. We have got February 17th on the agenda today, and the lesson is on contentment. How do I find true contentment in life? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Esau, something like that, had apparently learned to be content with what he had rather than to let his feelings fester over what he had lost. This was a process for Esau, for there was a time when he wanted to kill Jacob for his deceit. Genesis 27:41. Because life sometimes brings unpleasant circumstances our way, we will all feel cheated, angry, and frustrated at times. These emotions are natural, especially to our sinful nature. But if we hold on to them, they turn into bitterness. Bitterness and contentment cannot coexist. We can prevent bitterness by being honest with God about how we feel, by forgiving those who wrong us, and by concentrating on God's good gifts to us. Imagine the kind of man Esau would have been after so many years if he had never recovered from Jacob's wrongdoing. Isn't it a much better choice to forgive and move on? God's response, brother, I have plenty, Esau answered. Keep what you have. Genesis 33:9. Get rid of all bitterness. Ephesians 4:31. God's challenge. To enjoy your work and accept your lot in life, that is indeed a gift from God. People who do this rarely look with sorrow on the past, for God has given them reasons for joy. Ecclesiastes 5:19 through 20. I'm no book reader, whatever, or not like book reader. I'm no person that can just read off a book without stuttering. So sorry for all that, but yeah, I think the lesson of the day is pretty simple. Just cast away the bitterness. It's much easier to forgive and move on than to just keep holding that grudge. And being honest with God is a very, very important step. With that is, God, this happened to me. This happened to me. As much as you think like, oh, God already knows what happened, he does. Of course he knows what happens to you because he's the one that plans it out for you. But at the same time, it's like, be honest with him and how you feel. Because if you're holding that in yourself this whole entire time, you're just going to become a bitter person. And, holding on to that, it's not good. And a lot of the times I've struggled with that myself. It was like holding on to that because God doesn't deserve my complaints. He doesn't deserve, me to say, oh, well, why is this happening? This and this and this, but at the same time, it's like that is building that relationship with God. Is the more you're honest with him, the better of a relationship you're going to have with him. So, that's my lesson on the day. Really simple. But I've come to a realization that, when I do legs and I do the seated hamstring curls, and then I also do the quad extensions, and then I do the hip adductors. I do all of that before I do squats, and I've come to the realization that it's the same. It could be the same thing for chest. Like maybe I should do a fly movement and then go into my chest press, so my chest, I have blood flowing to my chest before I just start doing a strict compound movement. So today we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna do flies, probably 2 to 3 sets just to warm it up, lighter weight, just getting some control in there, get blood flowing to the chest, and then we're gonna move to bench. So it's gonna be a little bit different today. I know you guys usually start off on the bench, usually see me start off on the bench, but this is more of an experiment for me on if I'm right or not for this. So basically, we're gonna get in there. We're gonna start on the chest fly machine, and then we're gonna move to the bench press. See if it does anything better for us. If it does, hopefully we can hit a PR today because in 3 days I'll be 23. So I want to hopefully get a chest PR in there. That would be pretty cool. My PR right now is 315, so if I can get up to like 335, I think I'd be really, really happy with that. So yeah, let's just get inside, you guys. How about it? I don't want to use the Olympic plates today, so I think we're just gonna scratch the Olympic plates and just like walk over the regular 45-pound plates. I just don't like look, I'm in the gym. Math is not my strong suit in the gym. I don't want to think about math. All I want to think about is just putting the weight on there and lifting it. And I've been so used to 45-pound plates, 25-pound plates, 35, 10s, 5s, whatever, that I really don't feel like doing the calculations of, oh, what is this 2.5 kilogram weight to a, but, I just don't really care. I'm not a power lifter. I really don't give a shit. I'm just going to walk the weights over. That's it, though. Let's get inside. You guys know the drill. We're going to cheers here. We got Woke AF and the creatine monohydrate, pump squared. A lot of people have asked me, why don't you do like, full day of eating or something like that. So full day of eating, I'll get into that. I'll get into that when I move out of my parents' house, I think. But for right now, we're gonna stick to what we do, and I think we will do a Q&A though, a YouTube Q&A, but from Instagram. A lot of my followers are the people that even know me are on Instagram, so I'm gonna throw up on my story a couple of times YouTube Q&A, and I'll just let people ask me a bunch of questions, and then I'll bring those questions here and we'll just answer them on a YouTube video. And let me know how you guys think about that. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see that. Just, Q&A about anything in my life, everything, whatever, bodybuilding, life, struggles, whatever it may be. Ask me, I'll answer it. But yeah, I'm going to throw that up on my Instagram in a couple of days probably, and we'll get a YouTube video out about that probably, I would say on arm day is going to be what I think, because arm days are the ones that really do hurt my golfer's elbow. So we're going to probably take a break from that just for the time being. I don't want to, risk any more of a further injury or risk it into a surgery. So this is probably going to be the last week that you guys will see of hardcore training, to be honest with you. It just depends on when I get this MRI ready to go, because they were supposed to call me like today or last Friday. But no calls. We've called the office twice, and they haven't even responded. So, whatever. We're just shit out of luck here. So let's get inside. Cheers, you guys. Cheers. I'm going to get in the headspace. I'll see you guys inside at the fly machine. A little different today. All right, this is 3:35. We're going to do our best here. Damn. I should have jumped to 325, not 335. Fuck. Appreciate you. Thank you. Right at the threshold. No biggie. That's my fault for trying to make a 20-pound jump right there, to be honest. Had to give it a shot though. I'm not upset with anything, because I hit the markers that I wanted to hit before I turned 23, but hurt myself a little bit here. I'm not mad about that at all. I got that last time I tried that was when I hit the 315 PR, and the thing about it was I didn't even get it up off my chest. So just being able to get it half up, not more I could ask for, really. I'm happy with that. Even though it's a fail, failing in my opinion is also learning. So I felt really good off the unrack. It's just I got to right here and it just couldn't get it anymore. And then my butt started coming off the bench and it made it more of a decline. So yeah, no, that's fine though. I'm gonna be happy with that every day, all day. So let's move on to some flies. We'll do the cable incline flies, and then we'll move it on. So I think we're gonna dumb this down to like 225 and start just repping out a few here. So yeah, I'm gonna be happy with that. So no problems. So this bench has degrees on it, and the degree we're sitting at here is 38 degrees. And I moved the bench to where the top of the bench where your head rests is right where the cables are and start. And basically, which I've explained multiple times, the reason I like doing this is the cables especially, and not the dumbbells, is because once you get to the top of the lift on dumbbells, that tension is completely gone. You're just holding it. So when I'm on cables, that tension's all the way through the whole entire lift, especially at the top when I get to squeeze. That squeeze is with a lot of tension. So that's why I like the cables more than I do doing it with a dumbbell. It's just, personal preference, but whatever floats your boat, really. I got 70 pounds on the rack. We're just gonna do some nice controlled reps. Feel that upper chest work. That's about it.
People won't understand that. Fuck them. People don't have to understand. You'll understand what I mean, because this moment here, you're not going to do this forever, so fucking enjoy it and watch you go.
great exercise. Every time I feel that shit so well. You know, if you have the opportunity, I know a lot of gyms are more busy, so it's kind of hard to move a whole bench out to the cables and get in there, but if you have the ability to do so, definitely do it. Like I said, I set the bench at 38 degrees, and that's about it. So if I were to set the bench too far forward, right, the cables are gonna have more of that, you know, middle chest path. I want that upper chest to work, so I'm gonna set them right where the headrest is gonna be right where the cables begin. So I'm over top basically, and I'm coming in that, you know, nice incline move. So yeah, we're gonna move from here. Because we've got the blood flowing to the upper chest, we're gonna now move to the Smith machine incline. So we're just gonna bring this bench straight over, not change a thing. That's really it. See you guys over there. All right, we've got 2 plates and a 10 on each side. So whatever that equates to, because it's a Smith machine, I don't know. But 4 to 6, I think it's gonna be the rep range that we're in today. Something's going on in my hand where I'm supporting stuff, and it's just like, it's a weird pain. I don't know, whatever.
It's funny because
But
this is the reason why I'm
Charles,
so
do we
fatigued,
get into it?
I'm really fucking fatigued, then I come in and I do this fucking anyway. And that's the difference of whether you want something or not. If you want it, you won't entertain these excuses. You just won't. Like, because when it comes to crunch time, do you know where my fatigue is right now? 0, non-existent. I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is what I do. Just like the deadlift. Don't give me any chances to do this.
Felt on the 5th, I think. Those were solid reps. Control, pause, up. Very solid reps, no momentum. Feels really good. One more set there, and then we're moving on. But again, those are, in my opinion, some really good reps. I wouldn't say perfect, because there's always something you can achieve to critique a physique or critique a movement. So yeah, just really good, solid reps. Let's move on. All right. Since we won from there to incline press movement, which is compound, we moved to an accessory here. From this accessory to some dips, the dip machine, and then we're gonna just do the finisher as that flat chest press machine. But we got 80 kilograms on here, so it's 176 pounds, whatever they call it. But you know, we're just going till failure here. That's about it. Work hard and then move it on. So pretty simple stuff. I love this shirt too, by the way. You can tell this is a double XL, so just get into it. How about it?
I believe training to be the be-all and end-all of bodybuilding. And after training for such a long period of time, I have settled on the notion that there is huge inter-individuality to my training. So at one point, my needs will be different to my needs at another time. So although I will say at this point in my life I'm training this way and that is the best for me now, that is not necessarily the best for me at a previous point or the future. And equally, my needs are different to your needs. And that's the most important part to understand when it comes to training into individuality. That our needs are so different. So when someone asks the question, what is the best training? There is absolutely
Felt really good. We got one more set there. Might even up the weight just a little bit because we got towards 10. So probably go 85 kilograms. But I'll see you guys on the dip machine. Got 200 pounds on the rack here. Basically, very simple. When I push it down, I'm gonna do my best to eliminate any tricep movement here. So I'm gonna lean forward, and at the very bottom, I'm gonna squeeze that lower chest as much as I possibly can. Just get that feeling for it. So pretty simple, but you know, make it a lot more complicated than it needs to be. So just get to it.
I wish I was special. I wish so fucking special. You had a choice, but I would.
Are you okay?
pretty simple. Probably gonna move up the weight because it's a little easy, but then, you know, I want my rep range to be in the 6 to 8 probably for this, but we'll move from here to that seated chest press machine flat. Let's get to it. So you could pose the question, why do you not do dumbbell flat press? And the answer to that is because I do not have to use stabilizers to do the lift. You know, a machine like this, strict path of movement. I will say it again, and I will say it 1,000 times. Strict path of movement. So what does that mean? When I take it off the rack, it is one movement path that it can take. And the reason that I do this is because I don't have to rely on stabilizers and go heavier and just focus on the actual muscle that I want to work. That's about it. So we've got 4 plates on here. We're feeling pretty strong. So weight's gonna probably move. We're gonna put it at a generous 6 to 8 rep range. And that's about it, really. If we can get more, we get more. If not, we don't. So. That's it. I'm really happy with that. That's new. So we're gonna keep it there and do one more set for sure. But felt really good. All right, let's gonna do it. Day number 115 on the books. Chest day. I did not get the 335 that I had hoped for, but you know, then again, we're not gonna be upset about it because we got it to a place that I've never gotten it before. Last time I couldn't even get off the chest. This time we got halfway, just couldn't get it. So, you know, can't be mad about it. But we did, you know, have in turn a very good other parts of the day where we did the flat chest press on 4 plates. We failed on the 7th twice, 2 sets of that. So, you know, I mean, you got to be happy. You got to take the wins where you take the wins. So let's kind of do it though. Let's get straight into the post and get out of here on the day. All right, you guys already know what we do. So on flex first, then we'll move into a flex. Chest is pumped. Keep that in mind before you start, you know, comparing and contrasting. But let's get to it. Abs are going to come in first, per usual. Shoulders flex forward, and then we are going to bring the arms in.
Keep fucking pushing forward and keep doing it, you know. It's just, I made a decision, I'm sticking to my decision, and that's all there is to it, you know. And, you know, a lot of people have to think I'm fucking crazy for doing what I feel. You know what? I am fucking crazy. I'm the first one to admit that I'm fucking crazy. I've been crazy my whole fucking life.
The more you put into anything in life, the more you're going to get out. Now, for whatever reason, people understand this. And they understand that the more you put into building a business, the more you're going to get out of it. The more hours you spend working on anything, the more you are going to get out.
Whatever it is in life, you can flip it and make it a good thing, you know, and a lot of times, you know, things might happen for a reason, and you can look at it that way and you know, turn it into a positive and be happy with the situation, you know, and that's pretty much everything in life. So,
Like I was saying, you guys, it's gonna do it day number 115. Let's talk about my advice on the day. You know, there's a lot of people that are gonna be out there that are feeding you false information. They're feeding you, you know, a dream that's inachievable. And what do I mean by that? It means there's a lot of people that are gonna be out there that's claim natty, that are going to show you a transformation in 10 months that's just completely unattainable naturally. And, you know, the thing about it is that they don't have to tell the truth, you know? Nobody's holding a gun to their head and telling them, you need to tell the truth right now. And that's the problem with nowadays in fitness and bodybuilding, is that so many people can claim natural, get famous, do all this stuff, and it makes those little kids or those little people, you know, look up to them and be like, wow, I want to be like that one day, not knowing that that is completely unachievable. And, you know, the reason that I do what I do is because, yes, I understand that I'm not the best. I don't know everything. I'm not, you know, the best scientist. You know, I don't know everything. But the thing is, I have hard work, determination, discipline, and just a will to see it through. And, you know, I want to show kids that this is, you know, it's a lot harder than it looks, 1, but 2, it's 100% achievable. The question is, are you willing to put your mind, soul, and heart into everything you do? And, I'm not the best looking, I'm not the biggest, I'm not the strongest, I don't have the best genetics, but then again, like I was saying, I have the determination to see my dreams come true. And, at the end of the day, it all comes down to how badly do you want it? What sacrifices are you willing to make in order to achieve the goals that you have set out to achieve? And, if you're not willing to sacrifice anything, then you're not going to go very far at all, because winners don't just sit on the couch and not make any sacrifices. Winners make the sacrifice every single day. And when they don't feel good and they don't feel like they want to do it that day, they do it anyways. So that's my little piece of advice on the day to you guys is don't compare yourself with anybody out there. Even me, don't compare yourself with me, because you don't know how much effort you're willing to put in. You don't know how much you're willing to sacrifice. So the only way that you're going to be able to do this is to compare yourself to who you were yesterday and do that every single day. How can I beat myself yesterday? Because the only person that's going to want it more than me today is me tomorrow. And you have to have that mentality day in and day out. What can I do better than I did yesterday? And, just compare and contrast with the person you were yesterday, And there's a lot of things that we can get better at. There's a lot of things that we can sacrifice. And it's just, like I said, boils down to the one question: how badly do you want it? So, like I said, don't scroll on social media and start comparing oh, well, he's got this than me. He's got better than this and this and this and this. You're never going to go anywhere, man, because you're just going to keep putting yourself down, because all of these people that are far ahead of you. And I've heard this quote a lot: don't compare your chapter 1 with their chapter 20. So you don't know what they've been through, you don't know how they got there, but at the end of the day, there is hard work there. I'm not going to deny the fact that just because people take steroids and claim natural that they didn't put in any hard work. I'm not going to deny that. What I hate is the fact that people lie. So do not trust anyone on social media. They cannot be trusted, and work as hard as you possibly can to beat the person that you were yesterday. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something from these videos. We are really, really coming together with this physique. I think I'm 198.9 right now on pounds. So we are, like I said, we're going to hit plateaus, you guys. I'm lean bulking. I'm not exactly, just dirty bulking, because I don't want to have to cut off fat at the end. When I get to 225, and say I put on, 20 pounds of fat, and then I just come to the same stature that I'm at right now. So what I want is to put on as much lean muscle as possible to step on stage at the heaviest that I possibly can. So that's all I really got for you guys today. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something from these videos. If you do, just leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to probably post a question, Q&A, whatever, on Instagram, and then I'm going to take those questions that people will put in on Instagram, and we're going to do a YouTube video about it. So hopefully sometime this week. I think we're going to do it on Arm Day, so that's going to be Thursday. Y'all will see that Friday. Friday, and then y'all will see that Saturday. My bad. Get my days mixed up. But yeah, I think we're going to switch the split up here very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. Yes, I love the split that I do. Like I said, I've backed it up with a lot of stuff. But at the same time, your body's going to get used to a split. I like this rule of switching the split up every 6 months, and I have failed to do that this, time frame, because I really did like the training split that I was doing. So, we're going to explain the training split that I do right now, and then we're also going to potentially, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, potentially switch it to something else, which is probably going to be a PPL and then UL. I think we'll do something like that, because I did like somebody that said that. Push, pull legs, rest, upper, lower, rest. So I think that's really, really good. But then again, that will come when the time comes. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But if you did like the video, you learned something, I just ask you to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers. And yeah, I just love each and every single one of you. I really do appreciate you guys. And with all that being said, I will see you guys next time.